Hello, good evening everybody. I'm Sherilyn here from Cherthemusic. It's been a long day and it's midweek and it's also mid-month of July. Can you believe it? We are already on 15 July. So how many of you out there are my friends? Even if you're not a friend, it'll be nice if you just say hi so that I'll know who's watching. It's nice to know these small little details, who is tuning in. So I have a very interesting application. I think you can call it an application, and I came across it when I received this message from, I believe, the marketing team of this particular product. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and you're gonna see what's in this, what's in tonight's sharing. Okay, I'm gonna share a huge portion of my screen and this is what I want to show you. Hang on, I need to adjust this. Okay, I think you just need to see this portion of the screen. Alright. If you have just popped by, say hi so that I know who's out there. It's nice to know the small details. I'm monitoring from my phone to see who is chatting. It's quite a lot of you, I think. So it'd be nice if you share all these videos so that your friends won't miss this, because I think tonight's sharing will be in the interest of instrumental teachers or teachers who teach orchestra, I think. So this is the product that I want to share about and I will review tonight. And frankly, I know very little about it, but because you can only access the app through a free trial, you can't access it through just a free account. You need to put in your billing information and things like that. So I am going to cut down that job for you. I'll do it for you. So you just have to watch what I am sharing. So this is nkoda. I believe this is the way it is pronounced. I came across this maybe a year or two back, maybe a year. I'm not sure when this product came out, but it looks like it's a catalog or it's a library, digital library of sheet music, scores and parts as mentioned here in its website. If you want to know how to look for it, just Google nkoda. And from here you can see already that this product is available on the App Store, the Mac App Store, Google Play and Microsoft. So it doesn't look like it's available as a web browser. It's something like a software or an app that you have to download. So that's important because I was trying to sign up just now for an account. So let's see how nkoda works. So it says here, I'll enlarge it for you. Encoder is a sheet music subscription service that can be accessed via app on your phone, tablet or desktop. So if it's on desktop, it's either you're using Microsoft or you're using Mac, so you have to download it as an app. So I did have to download this Encoder Microsoft app for my Windows desktop. So these are the perks. Apparently you download the app, register and then search for your favorite pieces, and you can personalize your account and receive regular score suggestions, and you can play these works offline to your personal library and you can mark up and play it from anywhere. So you don't have to start this free trial unless you're interested, because I am already doing the sharing with you tonight. I have done the inconvenient part of filling in my billing information and I will have to make sure that I cancel my subscription if I don't plan on using it long term. At least for me, I don't think I have any use for it, but that's hard to say once I'm done reviewing this app. So according to the website, Encoder has many publishing partners and they are quite major ones. Faber Music, yeah, I recognize Faber Music. I don't really recognize the rest. Cherthemusic I may have seen before. Boozy and Hawks, yes, is also a big one. So I guess they have a very large library, and these are some of the testimonials by people who use it. So apparently it's very useful for music directors or orchestra leaders. Opera singers also seem to benefit from this, and also the BBC Radio 3 host. Wow, quite an impressive list of testimonials here. And the institutions that are using Encoder, quite a number. Okay, the LA Philharmonic is using it. Very interesting. So let's continue. So it says here our musicologists have cataloged scores into playlists. Wow, playlist. Sheet music score as a playlist. That's nice. That's something new. Normally playlists exist as like, you know, music MP3. Normally this is a term that I will only come across in music streaming services and YouTube. So this is nice. Okay, what else? What tools they have in Encoder? It says here they have intuitive markup tools. So from here you can see that you can highlight, you can circle, you can make annotations basically. Okay, that's useful. And you can, yes, personalize your experience. You can choose the type of instrument that you play. You can also share your work, and you can also curate a playlist of sheet music. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty cool. And what else? Okay, these are some of, okay, offline access. That's nice for a subscription. Hands-free page turner. So if you have a Bluetooth device that can help you page turn, that's very nice. And here it's the billion, how much the subscription plan cost. So I subscribed to this 7-day free trial for nearly $10 US. You can choose it monthly, and you can also do a yearly one, almost $100 US per year. Actually, that's not expensive. If you are really using a lot of score sheets, it's worth it. And if you're going to subscribe it as a group or a rep for a school or university or ensembles, they do have discounted prices. That's nice. Okay. So like I mentioned earlier, if you subscribe to the 7-day free trial, if you don't plan to continue using it after 7 days, please make sure that you unsubscribe by the 7th day, because they will start charging you the $10 US or the $100 US on the 8th day. Okay, and once again, this app is available on the App Store. That means you can use it on your iPad. I will show it later on my iPad if there's time. You can use it on your Mac, Android, and also a Microsoft app for Windows. Okay, so these are all their socials, interesting stuff. Okay, without further ado, I think I will start showing you how it looks like on desktop. Okay, so I have downloaded it. So before I forget, those who are tuning in, please say hi so that I know who's watching. It'd be nice to know. So, okay, this is my desktop. And I go to my start, and I have already pinned it to my start. And here, Encoder. I downloaded it on the Microsoft App Store, and now it is loading. Let's see. Okay, all right. So this is how the app looks like, Encoder. But when you first log in, there's actually a wizard window that asks you like what kind of instruments you play and things like that. So that's part of the personalization of the app. So you can click here on the left column here. You can, if you can see my mouse, you will see this second icon, like a picture of a person. That's my profile. I'll click on that. Okay, this is my profile, and you can see activities, library. I can even upload. It says here you can upload your own PDFs and we will add them to your library. Please make sure you have the rights to upload any music. Yes, I think that's very important to know, copyrights. So if it's your original composition, I think it's fine. But if you're going to put up something copyrighted, please make sure you have the license, you have the rights to do so. So out of curiosity, I do have something to upload just to show you. So on the bottom right here, you can see the upload music button. So I'll click on that. And I have a score ready here, Abba Father on PDF on my desktop. I open it and let's see how that works. Wow, okay, so they need to verify it. Okay, I'll just verify it here. And let's see. Okay, the pin number came through. Okay, so that's a security measure, I guess, for uploading. I believe it's uploading a file now. Okay. Alright. So I can see now my file that's uploaded. So, okay, interesting. So what am I supposed to do with this? Okay. So the zoom, so as you can see now, the zoom is very small. Okay, I'm trying to get out of here. Okay, so I saw the zoom scrolling, which is on the right here. I believe this is a scroll. Is this just a scroll? Yes, it's just a scroll, but how do we zoom in? Is there no way of zooming in? Okay, so I click on it and you can see the score large. Okay. But other than that, there is not much. I can't zoom. Oh, okay, I can zoom. So I'm using control. I'm pressing down my control button on my keyboard and I'm using the scroll on my mouse to enlarge. Okay, this is good. But, oh, okay, what's happening? Okay, so from what I can tell, I just pressed Control Z just now. So that's the undo button. So I guess the typical controls like copy, undo, and control plus and minus to zoom in and out, that applies here. Okay, so I can annotate on the score. Let's see here. So the pencil, so the annotation is on the left panel here, and so the pencil is activated. So I think yes, that's the drawing. So I'm just going to Control Z that. What else can I do here? So I'll just press this. I believe this is the dynamics. So I activated dynamics. Oh, only PP. Oh, okay. Oh, every time I click left click, the dynamic appears. So can I change it? Yes. So one click does the trick. So the common ones are here. Quite a lot of options. This is very close to what a music notation software would have, but bear in mind this is just a sheet music library and it's for musicians to use. I think orchestral musicians will benefit from this, so they can annotate accordingly. So it's a bit slow, the app, I noticed it's a bit slow. I can even choose colors. I can choose colors. Okay, they do have colors. And what else? Okay. Oh, I can even control the thickness here. You can see that I'm scrolling, I'm pulling this in and out. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, I can control how loud and how large and how thick, but the color is a bit hard to navigate, huh? Okay. Never mind. I guess that's the whole, it's not so friendly in this sense then. So I'll just pick blue and I'll check what is in all. Oh, okay, they are categorizing it as dynamics, articulation. Okay, this is all the categorization of the symbols that they have. So they only have dynamics and articulation, and you can even save some as favorites. So it says here, add to your favorites, select a symbol and click on the heart icon on the bottom right. Ah, okay, so the heart symbol is here. So let's say I use forte very often. I select it and I click on the heart button here, and you will, yes, you will see it in your favorites. So that's how it works. Please, if you have any questions about this, feel free to type in the comment sections. I am actually monitoring the chats. Okay, and what else do we see here? All right, so that's the articulations and dynamics. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. Okay, so what else do we want to know? So what is in the second option here? I'm assuming they are lines. I'm going to click on it again. Yes, there are any symbol that requires lines, they have a few. And I'll press this. I believe this is the next button. Oh, no, it's not next button. So that's all. Okay, so I believe this is the accent, no, crescendo. Okay, let me just try this. I'm curious how it will appear on the score. So I believe I should double click it. No. Oh, I drag it out. That doesn't seem to be working. Okay. That doesn't work. Ah, okay, so every time I select it, right, you will notice that on the left panel, it also changed to the symbol that I select. So, okay, so it works this way. I have to select the symbol first. Okay, I'll just select this and then, okay, no. So now that this symbol is activated, I believe I just have to click on the score. No? Ah, yes. Ah, okay, so I have to drag it out like this. Yeah. So, okay, apparently I can adjust the size. So this is the crescendo mark. This will be very nice. What else? What else do we have here? The forte earlier. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna... But I can't adjust the size of the forte. So I have to make sure that in the presets it's large enough. Let's try that again. Oh, okay, I'm not used to this. Okay, so yeah, but I have to make sure I click on the right place. Yes, okay, that works. And okay, the third one is the pencil, like I mentioned. So it's annotation. No, do I not have the option? Okay, the colors are here. So I select the color I want, and I can circle the stave. Yes. Oops, that's not nice. Okay, I guess if you want to make annotations on your desktop with this app, mouse clicks or your mouse pad will work. Okay, let's just move on. What's this fourth item? Okay, hang on, before I forget, this line is pretty thick. Let me see if this is the... Okay, yes, it does adjust the thickness. Okay, okay. Oh, it's still very thick. Let's choose the thinnest one, the narrowest one. Okay. Not much difference actually. So, yep, that works. Okay, let's see what's the fourth icon for. I believe it's some sort of highlight. No? Okay, let's see. Yes, it is a highlight. So I just select it. Okay, I can change the color here. I can pick a yellow one and highlight it. I'm highlighting the performance direction. What else? I can change the highlights to any color I want. Okay, that's the difference between the pencil and the highlighter. And okay, I believe this fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth item here is a eraser, I believe. Let's see what happens. Oh yes, it doesn't erase, but it deletes the item that you have annotated on the score. Yep. Alright, so if I were to click on this highlight here on the chords, yes, it will remove that too. Okay, that's the erase button for anything that you annotated. And the T button here, I'm pretty sure it's a text button. Let's see when I click here. Yes. Play the triplet carefully. And I can change the color. I can change it to blue. Yes, the color panels at the bottom, and I can also change the size of the text, and I can also elongate here. I can, yeah, I want the text to appear long. Okay, so, and there's this move button. Yes, so this is very good for making comments. What else is this? I believe this is to move stuff. Oi, what happened to my annotation? Play triplet. Oops. Okay, so when I'm done with this comment, I'm just going to click on the outside. Okay, so what is this move button here? What is it for? Okay, so it allows you to move the annotation that you made, any highlights, because without it I think you can't do much. Yeah, okay, yeah, you definitely need this because you can only edit this in the respective buttons. Okay, what is this lasso icon on the last one here? Okay, what does it do? Oh, okay, what does this do? Okay, what am I supposed to do with? Copy it? Control C? No? What can I do with this? What's the lasso for? Okay. I don't know what's the lasso for. What is this? Okay, I think it's pretty straightforward what this app can do. I will check out the iPad version a little later. It should be the same, I believe. So I'm gonna exit this. So what's gonna happen here? Let me see. So now that I'm done with this, okay, I'm going to press the back button on the top left. I believe these annotations will stay. So you can see it's being processed now. I'll get back to it later while it's being uploaded or updated. Let's go to annotations. Okay, this is done by me. And things that I can, yeah, offline. Okay, let's look at the main part of the library, Encoder. So this is like the Spotify of sheet music. They have some highlights here at the top. Currents of Change 21 works on the theme of consciousness and commentary. So I think they have some playlists or highlights, stream highlights. So some favorites perhaps. Oops, no, that's not what I want. Let's go back. Okay. The dashboard. Okay, this is the dashboard button. Okay, so you can see here they categorize the scores by orchestral music. Premieres in 2019, I believe they are very new music. Music that's related to harmony and counterpoint. Of course, we should have Bach here. Okay. And they have here also like blocks of suggestions. What else do we have here? Evolution of the orchestra. I believe these are books, but I'll look into that. And opera through the ages. Okay. Chamber music selection. Interesting. So these are the stuff that you can see here. Okay, and you will see that at the bottom right corner here, there's a personalized word. I'm going to click on that. So I believe this is what you will do. Like, for example, I play the piano. Wow, okay. Ask you what level. I'll do somewhere here, not too hard. How do I play? I'm a teacher. I do play alone, sometimes in a small group. Okay. What genres do you play? Okay, I'll stick to educational, classical, jazz. Okay, actually I like all of this. Okay, then add. That's nice. Okay, so I can also add another instrument. So I do play the cello. Okay, I'm gonna select cello. Medium is just nice for me. I play alone. I'm a teacher. I can. I would like to play all. Okay, add. So I have personalized it. Okay, and I press I'm done. So what are the other options here? You can go by vocal or soprano, violinist, flute, conductor, also composer, organ. If you're a librarian, it works too. What else? Contralto, teacher. Okay, I'm a teacher, so let's see what does it do. Okay, that's weird. What level of music do I play? Somewhere here. How do I play? Alone. Most of the time I'm alone. Okay, it's a bit weird to have teacher as a category, but I guess it might work for some people if they are not sure. Okay, I am pretty much, but they have a lot of options here actually. They even have stuff like lute, mandolin, they even have drum kit, harpsichord, some choir, and even text. Okay, that's nice. Even ukulele, bass, guitar. So they do really have some pop options. I hope they have some nice pop options. Okay, I'll just select keyboard. Oh, piano and keyboard are different. Okay, let's go by that and see. I'll just pick any of this. So I picked quite a lot of preferences, so it depends on you. And I'm done. I'm expecting something to change. Okay, they are personalizing it for me. Is there any change? No? Oh yes, oh yes, okay. Yes, it is personalized now. So you can see they have personalized it according to my preferences. So you will see some categories for intermediate piano music. So you got Bach, Chopin, Rachmaninoff, okay, all the... Oh, they even have this. Paul Harris, improve your sight reading. Okay, let's have a look, okay, in a short while. And they have intermediate cello music. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna go crazy over this later. And chamber music for cello, orchestral music. So, the personalization is mostly at the top here, okay? But I'm just going to look into piano music. I'm going to click on view all on the right here. I'll click on that and see what happens. So this is what they have drawn up for me. Okay, I like film music. I'm just going to select this Michael Nyman, and it's by, we can see the publisher name, Cherthemusic. And what can I do here? I can add it to my library. Yes, it's saved to the library. On the right side here, you can see the plus, so you can add it to your library. And what is three dots? I can save a playlist. Nice. I'm just going to create a new playlist, and I'm going to call it film music. You can keep it public or private. Okay, what genres will be played in this list? I believe it's a bit of jazz, pop, and classical. Yeah, and create it. So I believe it will appear in my profile. So I'm going to go to my profile now. In the upper left corner here, the profile. And yes, it has appeared here, and this is my playlist. So if I go to the library, I believe, yes, this music I added, and this is my playlist. Okay, that's nice, but I'm just going to go into the score and see what is in it. Okay, fair enough, it's piano scores. What else? Okay, let's wait for it to load. Okay, I am going to zoom in. It's very small, but it's still preparing the music. So make sure you have good Wi-Fi if you want to use this app. I believe this will function faster on iPad. I mean on mobile devices faster. It's just a bit slow for a desktop app. Alright, it's loaded. Okay, so let's see. It's a bit small, but wow. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in so that we can see well. What's happening? Okay, it's going by page now. Okay, it's really small. Okay, so okay, I'm using my mouse to drag all this all over the place. Okay, let's go to the next page. How do I go? Okay, okay, okay. This is the composer, I believe. Okay, I'm using my arrow buttons. So I'm pressing the right arrow button and it's moving the pages along. Okay, so these scores are actually handwritten scores by the composer. Wow. I guess this is very good. This kind of scanned manuscript is good for those who are composers. They get to study how a film composer write his music. Okay, I will not dwell too much on this. Oh, but they do have some printed one, nice printed ones here. Okay. So pretty much this is like a scanned version of the original book, I believe. So it's nice and you get to annotate. So let's, yeah, so you see I managed to click the annotate tray, which is at the left panel here. So I click it and I open it up so I can start yeah, annotating if I want to. So this is nice in a way. So pretty straightforward, yeah. So what you see here is just the piano score, but there are so many others. Let's look at some orchestral ones. Okay, let's see. Mozart. I'm going to select Mozart. And it's also full score. It has 32 pages. They give you the details. They tell you what kind of what genre of music and who's the publisher. Okay, I'm just going to click on that. A thought just came to me. How nice if there is also MP3 music or some pre-recorded music that accompanies the score sheet. Well, that would be very nice if you can play back the music while reading the score. I mean, that's probably something for the product to think about. Okay. So this is, I think this app is quite sound in the sense that if you do use those publishers mentioned by Encoder, I think it's useful. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty decent, and these are all, I would say, still under the protection of the publisher, so probably you can't get these scores for free in IMLSP. Even if you can get the scores, I guess it's probably a different edition or things like that. And not everything on IMSLP is reliable. Like some of the scores are really old. So okay, I think we have a very good idea of what Encoder does. Like I mentioned earlier, it's like a Spotify playlist, or it's like a stream. You can call it like a streaming service for score sheets, and you can create your playlist. Okay, I am going to open my iPad, and we're gonna take a look at how the interface looks like on the iPad. But meanwhile, if you've got any questions, feel free to type your question, comments, like do you like what I'm sharing so far? Anything that you missed? Do you want to know the price again? Okay, just for your information, I'm gonna like repeat myself in a way. Encoder is only an app. It exists as an app, so you can use it on your iPad, your mobile devices, your Android, and on your Mac computer, and also you can, yeah, basically on computer and mobile devices. It is not available as a web browser. That's the only thing lacking. It's not free. If you want to try for free, you have to sign up for the 7 days trial, and you have to key in your billing information. So I'm doing you a very huge favor of reviewing Encoder for you, so that you don't have to do that. So, but if you do feel like trying, please make sure you take note of the subscription period, because if you are just trying it for fun, for the trial only, if you're just doing the trial, please make sure you unsubscribe from this premium service, so that you don't get charged after the trial period. So as you can see here, I've already opened Encoder previously on my iPad, and this is what you will see when you first open. So this is the preferences, but I wonder, since I have already drawn up my preferences earlier on my Windows, I wonder if it will also appear here. Perhaps it needs to update. Yes, it does. So it's synced across all devices. One account for every device. So it looks very much alike to the Windows version. It's pretty much the same actually, but why is it that the personalization that I did earlier is not applied here? That means I have to fill it in again. Either that, or I may have to sign in and sign out. But doesn't matter. I'm using this on my iPad. We can just open anything here. So I'll open this Aaron Copland one, and let's see. Okay, so you can see they have like a disclaimer or a caution at the top. Under your agreement with Encoder, you may not perform this work without an agreement with the publisher. To contact the publisher, click here. So there are some works that are available in Encoder that if you want to perform it publicly, you will need to get permission, especially if, yeah, maybe if it's a specific arrangement or composer. So you will have to do that. Okay, let's see. So in Aaron Copland's work, here's the Symphony. So they have a full page score, and they also have individual parts. That's nice. Okay, I'm just going to tap onto the Piccolo one. It takes a while to load. It's either my internet is slow or that this app is not that fast. Okay. Okay, so I'm currently viewing this vertical or portrait. Let's see how it looks like in. Okay, it's smaller, but yeah, still workable. I can still see the preview. So I'll just. Okay, I can only scroll, swipe. Okay, they do have these repeat buttons here though. I wonder what is this for. Let me tap on the repeat. So I'm guessing that. I'm assuming that like you can repeat. Okay, I just tapped into the score, and this is a horizontal view. It's very clear, but I guess because this composer is, I know he has he passed away yet? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. So let's see. Okay, this is very nice on a tablet. and the size is just nice if I were to play it no orchestra, but it's still very small. So I guess if you have an iPad Pro, you will benefit more from this. So the left panel is, yeah, where I can do my annotations. So the same thing, same things. It works exactly like the Windows version. So I'm not going to dwell too much. What's happening? Oh, okay. Okay. So I will tap and, oops, what's that? Okay, so sometimes I wonder if this is really useful, this kind of apps, because I once was part of a jazz band. You can almost call it like a jazz orchestra. Yes, it's nice to use the iPad to view scores. Then you don't have to carry loads or heavy stacks of sheets. But sometimes if we need to work fast and we can't annotate fast enough, I think we will end up using the pencil, the pencil feature more. Yeah, I think we will end up using the pencil feature more. Okay, can I zoom in? Okay, I can't. So probably the chances of using those symbols and all is probably after a rehearsal. I think it's very hard to use during a rehearsal when you have to, do your markings quickly. But likely you will be, I think you will use the pencil a lot and the highlighter a lot. Yeah, I think the highlighter and the pencil are very good tools. Okay. I can also change, yes, the thickness of the pencil and the highlighter. Okay, the highlighter is not as bright as I would wish. It's like I'm coloring. Can I make a highlighter? Okay, maybe yellow is not the best color to use. I would have liked the highlighter to be a bit more neon. It's a bit too light, but I guess if it's too neon, it will distract your eyes also, I guess. So I can add annotation in layers. So what I did just now is the first layer, and I can add a second layer of annotations. Okay. So you can go by layer. So I guess, right, if you have done your first layer in pencil marking during your rehearsal and you want to clean it up after rehearsal or in your own time, you can create a second layer to emulate what you have just wrote, and then you can delete that layer. Yeah, probably. Okay, so this is pretty much what Encoder is all about. It's available on Android, like I mentioned earlier. If you got any questions, it will be nice, because I think my sharing is... So how do I exit? Okay, so I just close it with by pinching the screen, and yeah, it came back to this. And then I just go back. Okay. So they do have a lot of scores here. I guess if you are in an ensemble or if you are in an orchestra, this is good to use. I want to look at some jazz. I like jazz. Okay, let's see. Ooh, they have all this. But I guess you must be very sure what kind. I mean, you must check out who are the publishers that you like, and I think it's worth it. Okay. The excess of repertoire here is quite a lot actually, and is yeah. Okay. No. Okay. So yeah, it's neat. Then like I think for orchestras they don't have to paint themselves over, you know, they don't have to print. That's one thing. You can just carry this app around, and you can already get your parts, and you can even study other instrument parts. Yep, this is nice. But as for me, I have very little use for this kind of resource. Perhaps in future. Going back to the website, okay, just to remind you what Encoder is all about. If you are interested in Encoder, okay, I believe you can see my browser now. Okay, so if you like Encoder and if you think you will benefit a lot from this sheet music library, you don't have to waste your time printing scores, and you can just do anything digitally. The only downside is probably the internet connection. Okay, internet connection I think is very important. So I guess the offline feature is helpful so that you can access the sheet music offline. So for the premium, you can pay monthly or yearly. I think yearly is worth it if you frequently use sheet music. You can do annotations. Okay, I'll go a little bit into their features here, just to be sure that I've covered most of it. So you can curate a playlist, you can personalize it according to the instruments or your function, your role, you're a composer or you're a conductor, and you can even share your markings with your, you know, musician friends, your students, and even in your socials, it says here. You can mark up. So basically all this I have shown earlier. It has the offline feature, and you can sync it to multiple devices. As proven just now, I was using on my Windows laptop, and then it synced to my iPad. You can even upload your PDF sheets. You can, you know, jump between scores. So I believe this part will be related to if you have a Bluetooth page turner pedal kind of thing. So I guess that helps. Hands-free, you can change your page hands-free. Yeah, it says a hands-free page turner, integrate a Bluetooth pedal into practice. So that's nice if you have a pedal. So, and these are the platforms that is available on. So give it a shot if you have use for this kind of product. And so that's the end of my sharing tonight. Hi Jeffin. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for watching. I've just done my sharing actually. So yeah, I have just shared about Encoder, and it's good for those who use a lot of sheet music, especially in orchestra, and these are their publishing partners. There's quite a lot. There's a whole alphabetical list on it. So I think it's really worth it. It's really worth it. Yeah, if you have use for all these publishers. But like people like me, I use a lot of Hal Leonard ones, and they're not listed. So that's a bit sad, but I do notice that much of the repertoire is for ensemble and orchestra, you know, romantic music, classical music, baroque music based. So I think for pop musicians or jazz musicians, you will have to really check which publisher you are interested in, and then you can subscribe. You can subscribe and use their sheet music on your iPad. Yep, that is their publishing partners. What else do we have here? Not much. Okay, I have the institutions that use Encoder. So if you want to know more about Encoder, they do have their own Facebook page. which I am going to open it. I'm gonna like this comment. Thank you, Jeffin. Nkoda. Alright. So in Encoder, they have their page. You can check out, you know, they have some social media sharing on how to use Encoder and things like that. Yeah, other than that, I think it's cool. Yep, that's all. That's pretty much all. Alright, so that's the end of my sharing tonight. I hope you have benefited from my sharing. And like my page if you like what I share. I'm doing this weekly. I'm trying to stick to a consistent schedule Wednesday nights. And I do have some online workshops coming up. You can check it in this video's info box. You will see the workshops that I'm doing, or you can just check out my page. You will see some workshop information that I'm doing in coming end of this month. But other than that, if you find this useful, please share out this video, and I hope you like it, and see you next week. I hope to bring a very interesting topic next week. Good night.